Hey guys, I'm back today, and today we are going to be painting. And my first video is gonna be a painting of a jaguar sitting on the trees. And in the background, it's gonna be a colorful sunset. So, what you're gonna have to have is a canvas, which if you don't have any canvases, you could just use a regular piece of paper. That will be fine too. And you're gonna have to have a small brush, a medium brush, or a big brush. But you can also, if you want, you could use markers if you don't have any paint. Markers work very well too with this project. It is very simple. And the colors you're gonna have are gonna be a blue, a light blue, black, white, red, and yellow. And the extra colors you're going to have for marker is pink and orange. So we're going to start on painting the background. So you're going to have to get some blue. Oh, also, if you're using paint, use a paint palette or even a very simple thing like a plate or like a little sheet of like paper, but I prefer using a paper plate or a paint palette. But yeah, we'll start on putting on blue, red, yellow, light blue, pink, and orange. So I'm gonna start putting those colors on my palette. And when you're using paint, we're gonna mix a couple of colors with others to make pink and orange. So those are the colors you're going to be using. Oh, and we are, no, we're not going to use green, so don't make any green unless you want a green sky. But we are going to start on putting blue on the top here and just scribble all over the top part. And just be messy on this part. And if you have a canvas, don't forget to paint the sides and put something under your canvas if you don't want any mess on your table or whatever you're painting on. But yeah, we're going to start painting this whole part light blue. Just like scribble down. And then the next color we're gonna put is a dark blue. And we're gonna like dab it like this on the line, just like that. And then when that goes as planned, just scribble just like that. And don't mix in all the way in to where you can't see some of the blue. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to fix my light so you guys can see this better. Alright, so once that's done, we are going to add in some orange. So once you guys are done with that, you're gonna mix red with yellow. So clean my brush before you use it for orange so you don't get any blue in it. Cleaning your brush is putting it in the water, dabbing it in the bottom, and then dab it on the paper when it's done. So we're gonna scoop in some red here and then some yellow. Mix it together. Need a little more yellow than that. There we go. And there's your orange. What you're gonna do with that orange, you are going to scribble it like this. And then just easily dry brush. Dry brush means just no water, just a dry brush with the paint, and you're just gonna scribble it on just like that. Mix it in with a little bit of the blue on top so it fades in, but then you're gonna grab some of the yellow and dab it in. Don't mix it all in together, but that's gonna be our color. You can see it's turning a little brown. You don't want that. So we're gonna add in some color to hide that, which is going to be the red. There we go. And then you'll see that kind of color. And then you're gonna add some more yellow to the bottom. You could have a little bit of red with it still, so you don't have to fully clean your brush. Just like that. Now when you're cleaning your brush, make sure all that red is out, and you are going to add on more red to the bottom here, and we're gonna make a pink. You can see, so don't use all red, but make a pink. Just like that. Once you're making a pink, you use a little bit of red, but then use the white and mix it in. Just like that. Maybe a little more red. There you go. That will be your hot pink for this painting. And then dab it in again and scribble all over it. There we go. If you want, you could add a little more yellow to that to make orange. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab a little bit of blue, just a little bit, and dab it in and mix it in like that. Don't scribble it all the way to make it icky color. Do the same up here. Ooh, almost dropped my water there. Be careful if your water's too close. Maybe mix a little bit up here. Don't forget to hide the sides. There we go. And there is your sky a little bit. Add some yellow. Just keep adding colors. Don't mix them too much to where it's all a blob, but add more red to the bottom, more darker red. And if you want, you can make a purple by using red and a little bit of dark blue. Just mix that in. And a little more red there. There we go. There's our purple. I'm going to use a little bit of purple for this. Once you get purple, you can add in the purple up here. Just like that, and then some down here. If you want, you can wash your brush off and dry it, and then scribble back onto it without paint, just like that. If you want, you could put some yellow up here to make like a kind of greenish color. But you want all that color to blend in on the top. So we're gonna add some of that color up there. Maybe a little red right here. Okay, a little more yellow. Don't be afraid to add yellow up here with your blue to make it more more look like the sun is going down. There we go. And we're gonna add a little more red down here. No, purple too. Just go all the way down with this purple and red. Oh, that is a brown. You do not want that. If that happens, just add more red to it. Okay, there we go. You can use as much red as you want. There we go. And when a sunset is going down, it is more red on the bottom than blue. And yeah, so that's why there's a bunch of red on the bottom. If you want, you could add a little more blue to some of it, just very gently though. Don't mix all of it in. Just like that. There we go. How it makes that pretty color. Oh, and don't forget, this is the light blue, but you could see it. And you could also add in dark blue. We'll add a little bit of dark blue in this. And just add a little bit of light blue on top of that. There we go. Maybe add a little dark blue on the top there. If you want, you can make the top all dark blue, but first wash your brush before doing that. There we go. Okay. Add dark blue up there. There we go. No, light blue. Okay. So yeah, it'll look like that. A little more blue down here. Very lightly. Makes it look like clouds a little bit. And once you're coloring with marker, you're basically doing the same, just don't mix in a lot. And when you're using regular paper, it is totally fine. It's just paint. It might curl up the paper a little bit, but then once you set a book, like when it's all dry, don't forget all dry, and you set a book down It'll be all flat and perfect. Maybe a little yellow in the middle because we're gonna put a sun close to that part. See all there. We're gonna put the sun close to the middle right here. There we go. And yeah, so it will look like that. Your marker should look like that too if you're using that. Okay. Add in all the white spots. Do not leave any white spots open. If you want, you could add in a little white, just a little, and just go down, make it like that. Add in that white. Just like that. Clean your brush off if it's showing that ucky green color, and then grab some more white. Okay, it should look like this. And then once you are done with that, we are going to start letting this dry. And we're going to get to the part where we're going to make that sun. So it should look something like this. Let it dry for a little bit, because if it's not dry and you're gonna put like the yellow in, the yellow will mix in with the background painting colors and it will look really bad. It will look like a gross brown. So I'll let you guys have a little minute to finish up. Mine has to dry a little bit. Blow on it a little bit when it's trying to dry. Don't touch it like I just did. If that happens though, you could easily fix it by just adding a little bit of paint. There we go. And if you want it to be a way faster drying process, you could just easily get a blow dryer or a hair dryer. If your parents have one, pretty sure your mom does, or if you have one, just blow on it. Do not do it too much or too close, because it will cause the paint to move. But when we're working on the Jaguar, he's gonna be sitting on a branch of Savannah tree branch, which is going to be popping out like this. There's going to be a little bit over here. He's going to be sitting right here, and his tail is going to be hanging down. And yeah, it's going to be all black though. So like it looks like you see from the distance the tree looks kind of black when the sun sets. And yeah, that's mostly going to be some of the paintings I'm going to be doing, because it's the easiest and simplest thing. It's just painting the background, and then you are just painting with a black paint or marker on top with some cool detail. Should be dry pretty soon. I'm gonna take this and air dry it if you want. Don't like touch the paint, but you could just like wave it around like a fan, and that will work. Almost dry. I just touched it a little bit and it seems like it's staying on. And if you're using acrylic, just know it's easy to wash off your hands and table, but it is not easy to wash off on your clothes. So just know if I should have said this in the beginning, but if you get it on your clothes, try to wash it off as fast as you can, because I regret having paint on my jackets, especially white jackets. So that's why I always take my jacket off. Alright, it seems pretty dry. So, what we're gonna do for this sun, we're going to make it yellow and a bit of orange. So you're gonna take the yellow, go in the middle here, and put a dot right there. And once you do that, you just gradually make a circle bigger and bigger, which I would use the medium brush. Very gently so you don't scrape off that paint. Back. And gradually get bigger and bigger until it's around this size. if you want, you could like spread out the color a little bit, mix it in to make it look like it's fading out in the distance, just like that. You don't have to put your brush in the water at all. You just have to air dry or dry brush it to make it look something just like that. So no putting the sun in, or sorry, no putting the brush in the water. Just like that. Okay. And now you're gonna take some of the white and go around the sun a little bit, just like that. There you go. And put a little white out in there. Just like that. Put some white lines in it. You could add some more yellow. Just right around. Making a bright yellow color. There we go. Something just like that. There we go. So there's your sun. We're gonna let that dry a little bit too. If you want, you could add some more white streaks to it to make it pop out a little more. Just like that. But it is that simple. Ooh. Make sure you don't have any water on your brush still. It'll make a big drop mark on your painting. If that happens, you could easily mix it in and then put color back onto it. Just a little more white over here and you should be good. There we go. So we're gonna let this dry a little bit because we're gonna put the Jaguar close to the sun. But we can start out on painting the branches. So this is gonna be really easy. All it is just big lines, but you're gonna have to have your big brush for this. So make sure your brush is clean. Doesn't have any paint on it. And then you're gonna add some of the black to this painting. So put that on your your palette or paper plate. What we're gonna do, well actually, first grab your small brush. We're gonna start with your small brush. And we're gonna draw some lines to know where we're putting these branches. So take a little bit of black and start from down here in the left corner and go up a little bit, just like that. And we're just making lines. So we're gonna make a line here, and then once we're close to where the red is, you're gonna make the line go out like this. And then, because branches are weird shapes, we're going to go down like this, and then back up like that, and then a little bit up, pointing to the sun. But then we're going to go back to this spot and go like that off the canvas. So that is going to be our first branch. And then we are going to have another branch. So we're going to go back over to the main part, go up, go sideways, make it like a squiggle. And then once we're on top of the sun, where the top of the sun is, we're gonna go across, but we're gonna stop right where the sun is. And we're gonna go straight up, just like that. And then we're gonna make another branch, so we're gonna go in the middle here by this main branch, or I should say the trunk of the tree, and go across and down to this branch. Just like that. And don't worry, it's not going to be this skinny. We're just drawing out the outline, and we're going to make the tree more thicker. But go back up here, close to where the blue is, and then go across, making a Y. Now what we're gonna start on coloring in the tree. So we're gonna make this tree branch a little thicker. So if you want, you could just gradually go down more and then color in the whole corner. Don't forget to color the sides of it. Just like that. And then we're gonna keep coloring it on the side over here. And then we're gonna go here where you see this corner. We're gonna go on top and then connect it like that to the other branch. And then we're gonna make this branch thicker, so we're gonna go in the middle of this trunk and go out again and follow this branch. Maybe go a little down to make it more longer. And color that in. Make this a little thicker if you want. Just like that. And then we're gonna keep doing that all the way across. If you want, you could add a little bump right there. And then over here, we're gonna go up, then to the side. Just like that. If you want, you can make this a little thicker. This doesn't look like a more weirder branch, even though trees have all sorts of branches. And color that in. Don't color this in yet. I'm going to show you what we have to do with that pretty soon. Just like that. Maybe a little thicker right here. That the Jaguar is going to be sitting right here. So we're still waiting for that sun to be dry. But while we're at it, we're just coloring this branch and then coloring in the rest of the tree. Again, don't forget to color in these sides. Maybe make this a little bigger. Because it looks bigger over here, so we're gonna make this branch a little bigger. Just don't make the tree too thick. But so far, that is our branch, our main branch, the Jaguar's home. And then it could be as many shapes as you want. It could be a weird tree. So then now we're gonna go back over here, color this part in, get a little thicker, go up. And then this branch right here, we're gonna make it a little thicker, going across, just like that. Okay. And now we are going back up here. And right here, close to diagonal across here, we're gonna go curving over here and back up. Just like that. Just like this. Color in those sides. Make sure there's no like markings like this. Make it all smooth. Like this. There. Now we're gonna go back up here where this skinny Y is. We're gonna start here and go along with that line. Just like that. And we're gonna make this one a little thicker too. There we go. There is our main base of the tree. So now we're gonna start adding in some details. So like if you go back down here, we're gonna make a broken branch right here. So we're gonna start by here and go up, make a little M shape like that, and go down just like that. Go. Maybe a little like that. There we go. Color in those sides. If you want, you could make kind of like some very quick brush strokes to make it look like a broken branch. Just like that. And it's just a quick stroke, not all the way, just a quick stroke. And we're gonna add some tiny branches. So we're gonna add one up here on this corner, and we're gonna go up, and make sure you're using your small brush for this. Go up like that. And then a little to making a weird Y, just like that. There we go. And then we're gonna make one here. So go in the corner here, and we're gonna make a line squiggly going out like that. And then the branch over here, where that line is popping out, we're gonna make that a little thicker, just that little though. And there you go. And then we're gonna make some tiny twigs here. So just very tiny in the corner of this part. And we're gonna go back up here by this Y branch and go down a little bit. And go to the side, making a triangle. If you want, you can make this branch a little thicker. And make this a little thicker over here too. And then, if you want, you could, in the corner of this triangle, you could add a small branch popping out. Just like that. Make a tiny line upside down Y right there. And then more twigs over here. Just like that. And we can make another one over here in the middle of this and go up just like that. And then we're gonna make another branch over here popping out like this. And we're gonna go down, a little thick right there, and then just make a lightning bolt, a little one. And then once you go more down, it'll get smaller. Like that. And maybe a little branch coming out from any side you really want. Just like that. There we go. We can make another branch coming out from up here, off the paper or the canvas. And then, there we go. Just like that. And now we're gonna start with the Jaguar, what we've all been waiting for. So we're gonna go next to the sun right here, more close to the top on the left side. And we're gonna make a circle right here. Just a very small circle though, just like that. Make it a little bigger, but you don't wanna keep touching the sun if it's not dry yet. Mine's still not dry yet, but it's working. Okay. Make a circle kind of that big right there. And we're gonna make an oval shape kind of going down. Down here. Okay, it'll look like that. And then we're gonna make another oval shape, but it's gonna go slanting sideways to the right. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna go start in the middle of the circle and go right. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. I can see the yellow is getting in, so make sure your sun is dry. But we're making a circle go there. Okay. Just like that. And you're gonna go all the way down close to the branch, but do not touch it all the way. If you want, you could pop the chest out a little more. Okay, just like that. And now we're gonna make the back leg. And we're gonna pop it out just like pointing upwards to the right. So we're gonna start right here and just make a circle like that. And then just make it reach all the way to the bottom of the branch. And make another circle here. Just like that. You can add a little more to the belly, which this is the belly. And now we're gonna add those legs. So the legs it's gonna be one leg because it's all black and you're only gonna see one leg. So we're gonna start from the corner of this chest right here and go down. Do not connect it to the rest of the black. And just go all the way to the bottom of the branch. Just like that. There we go. We are almost done with the Jaguar. There we go. Now we're going to start with its head. So we're going to add some ears. So each corner of the top of the circle is going to be an ear. So just a very slightly brush right there and a brush right here. And then we're going to make it more of triangles. Just like that. And then another one over here. Just like that. And if you want, you could add more to the top. There you go. So there is our Jaguar. If you want, you could pop the head out a little more. If you want, you can make the back arch a little bit like that, because they have those arched backs when they sit. That should be close to being the Jaguar. Make sure there's no white spots. Just like that. Maybe a little more of an ear out there if that happens. Now we're gonna go off to the tail. The tail is gonna be hanging down. So we're gonna start by this little branch right here, and its tail is just gonna be going down like a squiggly line, and just that simple. There's your tail. Make it a little round at the end. Just like that. Grabbing a little more black there. There we go. I'm gonna make the branch a little bigger because my tail was a little big. So I'm gonna just color it in. You guys don't have to, I just made my tail a little too big. But there we go. So it just looked like something like that. There you go. There is your Jaguar. And now the very simple part is the branches, or not the branches, sorry, the leaves. So we're gonna add in some leaves by just getting your small brush, get some black. Don't get too much black, but just dab all around over here. Just on the top of the tree, just dab, dab, dab. Just like that. And that should be close to being done with your painting. almost done, and then you guys have your painting. Gotta get some more black because I just ran out. But yeah, so all you have to do is just keep dabbing until you like how much of the leaves of the tree there is. If you want, you could add a little bit more tree over here in the back corner to know that there's more trees around him. Just like that. And there you go. You got your Jaguar. And I think we are finished. Just dabble over here. And I think you guys have finished your Jaguar. I'm just adding some in to make it look more of it. And if you want, you guys could like add a little like tiny like leaves right here. And there is your Jaguar. I hope you guys love this video. Did some amazing paintings, and if you guys can, it would be amazing for me to see your artwork. So I will soon put my just if you could find a way to send me the photos of your painting, I might have some links in the future down below the description. And yeah, I can't wait to see your guys' paintings, and I believe it will turn out amazing. And there is your Jaguar. I hope you guys like this. If you guys want, you could just like get like a white when it's all dry and write your name into it. And that is it. Hope you guys like this. Bye.